dollars.
Yeah, so that hustle had always been in your kind of in your bloodline.
Yeah, 100%. I think you know, my mom, was always trying to look and put us in a positive situation. So she had found like a magnet school, a medical magnet. And it happened to be in Watts. So she telling me it's a medical magnet. So I'm going out there thinking it's a medical magnet. It was like 10% of the school was medical magnet.
Right,
the other
right.
90 was, the public school. So it was in Markham Middle School.
Yeah.
So,
So were you in the magnet program, or she told you that there's a magnet school?
She said it's a magnet school, but I'm in the magnet program.
Right. Okay.
At the school.
So had you been studious growing up?
Yeah, we was, I was going to school earlier. Probably, my mom was working at Kaiser Permanente.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to school. I was going to one of the schools by.
Which one, on La Cienega, or which Kaiser was she there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. And then so I was going to school. What's it called? Carthay Center.
Okay.
It's over there. So the change from there, from 5th to Markham 6th, we had to learn pretty quick, but it was good. Like, learning, hustling, making sure if we wanted the kicks, we got them. Hustle came to the same school also, so that was like the grounds to make sure that we kind of knew how to get what we needed.
Early on, could you see the responsibility of being the oldest sibling early on?
Yep.
And what did that consist of?
I think just trying to make sure that lead by example, and then also probably being overprotective.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But once we got to a certain age, it was like we were twins damn near. Like when you get to a certain age, it's like he dealing with the same things I'm dealing with. It's not like older or younger. It's like we on the same level. He gonna, sharpen my steel, and I'm gonna try to sharpen also. So
you and Nip had always been extremely close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Same with like me and my brother Mouse, man. We were, if you saw one, you saw the other.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot that I learned from my older brothers. Like Keith was my brother that really introduced me to music. Like looking at notes and looking at credits and listening to certain sounds and not knowing that I was paying a tuition into the School of Experience for the profession that I'm in now, with loving music, knowing how to talk, knowing how to go beyond what I'm listening to. So that was like kind of almost like a finishing school for me. Early on, did you know, and when you look back now, did you know that you were paying a lot of tuition into the School of Experience with, flipping quarters and making dollar shots and things of that nature?
Yeah, I think, when we was going through it, definitely not. But I think in hindsight, we both kind of appreciated that we had to kind of like figure it out on our own. And, we gained that edge young. So, when we was in high school and then got out of high school, we was able to just really get to it and adapt in a way that a lot of our friends that had were not able to. So definitely, in hindsight, we always appreciate the struggle.
Man, tell me about when you guys do kind of go back home and see where Pops is from. What was that journey like, and about how old are you around that time?
Yeah, I think that was 2004, so for me, I want to say maybe like I'm 22, and Hustle was probably 19.
Did you want to make that trip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
So today my oil change light came on, so I hit up my local oil changers, and I've got to say, it was one of the smoothest experiences I've ever had.
Are you ready for the ride of your life? Welcome to Nielsen Enterprises.
The backstory, my father was, always telling us, like, I'm gonna take you guys home. So it was always in our head, but, due to circumstances, we never end up making it out there. And at this point, I'm on the run.
Right.
I'm feeling like I need to get out. I had a couple dollars. And so shit hit the fan a little bit. I'm like, I need to get low. I immediately just popped in my head like, all right, this the perfect time.
This is it.
Yep. So I hit Pops like, hey, Pops, get the tickets.
Right.
Right now.
Hey, man, and when you say you're on the run, man, like, I want to talk about also, like, like neighborhood sound, you know, the hustle part of you as well. Because you know how they say, man, I'm my brother's keeper. That was you, right? Early on.
I think I'm just, you know, honestly speaking, man, I just tried to do my part. Hustle, you know, really a lot of the things that I got into or opportunities that I seen was from my bro.
Right.
From little bro. Like, you know, he was always, you know, he was sharp and he always seen opportunity. So we was always hustling, but he would always come up with it and we'd be like, and then he'll put me on it. And then I just try to take it to my level that I could take it to, and him also. So we was both, you know, we was both doing our thing, and I think for me it was just how can I add value, and you know, to speak on what you're talking about, music. He always had a love for music since he was young, and you know, we would have money, he would just go and spend it all on, you know, Source magazines and this and so buying CDs, and I'm like, bro, save your money, but that was his passion. And moving forward, when we get older, you know, when you don't have, you want to get money and you want to get to it, but it comes to a point when you're getting money, what's the next level?
Yeah.
And, you know, what do you do with it? And I think he had the vision, and he was like, look, this is what we're gonna do. You know, this is what I'm doing, this is what I started. You know, this is the label, he had the books, you know, Master P did it like this is how we gonna take what we doing in the streets. And so that really gave me the direction to like have something to go
But
to.
you had already been doing your thing, but kind of away from music.
Yeah.
And not to dime anything out with that, because I know that it was like the bootleg CDs and, you know, and so was that a great hustle for you as well?
Yeah, 100%. I think at that point for me, it was like the new dope game.
Yeah.
It was new. Nobody was doing it. The profit margin on it was like shocking. Couldn't believe it.
So Sam, what was it? It was CDs, DVDs.
Yep.
And it wasn't. You know how people run into, you know, the barber shop, somebody selling something.
Right.
Was that probably something? But you were doing mass distribution.
Yeah, I think it started off just hustling. You know, I used to work at a restaurant called the Bayou Grill in Inglewood, and I was right there cooking, and then I was at the counter. So I was the young dude. My brother worked there with me too. I was the young dude at the counter that would all the hustlers, all the niggas selling dope, everybody would come through and they would see me back there, you know, tighten me up, give me some game. I would observe a lot. So anybody coming through the Bayou Grill that had anything for sale, I was the dude behind the counter with a wad of money buying it. So from anything, you know, not to be speaking like that, but niggas that had pounds and had this and had that, I'm buying it and trying to flip it at the spot, you know. And the chip phones, the phones at that time that was going, how many you got? 15, give them to me. And then I'll have them. And so I was hustling there. And my brother had put me on the CD game. So I would have the CDs there and I'll have whatever I could have there. And eventually one of the guys in there came in and had the DVDs. That's right when the DVD burner came out. You know, I think the DVD burner was like $700 for one burner. And so he had the DVDs and people was just transitioning from VHSs. Really nobody had DVDs in their household. So he kind of put me up on what it was, and he's selling them for $20 and he's making them for $1. Oh, and so I'm like,
so you're looking at that profit margin like, shoot, it's better than any other game right now.
100%. And that's how I got into that. And then it just, you know, took off like crazy. I used to be, you know, I had a spot on my off days. I used to be making $800-900 a day. And people
were you still trying to keep the job?
Yes, I was still working. That was my sister Pop's restaurant. So, and I was kind of like one of the main ones in there. I felt like keeping it, you know, keeping it afloat. So I didn't just want to, but it came to a point where there was too much going on, too much traffic.
Right.
Because everybody would be hitting me on my off, like, where you at? I'm like, pull up, you know, and so I'm in the back. And they end up, you know, telling me like, hey, you can't be doing this up here.
All these customers, nobody eating.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I said, like, buy something, you know. So I end up having to part ways and just full time, 7 days a week.
And then you going, even more so.
1,500, 2,500, 3,500 a day, 7 days a week, nonstop, all day long. Then I had people buying wholesale from me. You know, I used to be at this Vines parking lot in Inglewood. I used to have a line looking like McDonald's line. People just, I'm in the trunk, you know. But that was, you know, in hindsight, looking at it, that was God blessing me with an opportunity that was rare. And everybody used to come through, the people I know, like, hey, bro, this shit is crazy. Like, we see you, I just watched you make like $400-500 in 10 minutes. And you out here all day, every day, 7 days a week, man. This shit don't happen. Don't stop. Don't take no lunch breaks. Don't. This shit is different. So,
And this is all cash.
yeah, all cash. So, you know, I used to walk around. I have sweatpants with zippers that I made. I used to have the 20s and the 50s and the 100s in this pocket, looking like this. I used to have the 5s and the 10s in this pocket. That's the change, and it just be in there.
Hey man, you know how sometimes when we caught up in it, did you ever think about this could be over?
Yeah, I think my goal, especially once I start making as much as I was making, I'm like, all right, I'm trying to peel a million out of this. That's why I'm there 7 days a week. I'm not taking no breaks. I'm there 20 hours a day. I'm going making my.
So by that time, did you have multiple burners?
Yeah, we went all in. I got 27 stack burners. I got other people burning stuff for me. It's just taking it to the next level. We wholesaling. Just trying to get to that level, and you know, people also. I'm in somebody's hood. I'm getting money. They seeing this. Those niggas coming up there trying to rob me. I'm up there with a pistol, bulletproof. I'm in the rain with pneumonia, with an umbrella.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking at if I'm not there, I'm losing 2,500 or 1,500 on a slow day. So, you know, everything happened for a reason, and the only thing that could have stopped me from being there 7 days a week was, you know, them coming in and trying to Motion Picture Association ended up coming and trying to,
Damn.
yeah, coming trying to